If you've been waiting for Florida season to end, hoping prices would drop and inventory would flood the market, you're not alone. That's the strategy a lot of relocation buyers are betting on right now. But here's the thing, this year, something's different. The early signs coming out of Southwest Florida right now could completely change how you plan your move. So let's take a look at what's happening beneath the surface and why the usual playbook might not work the way it used to. Normally after season ends in Florida, we expect to see listings spike, prices soften, and buyer competition fade. And if you've been waiting for that, it makes sense. But based on the latest data, that's not exactly what we're seeing. Redfin's latest report shows Florida sellers are offering some of the fewest concessions in the country right now, especially in Tampa and Orlando. Normally, sellers would be bending over backward after season ends, but not this year. In Zillow's latest home price forecast, they're projecting stability in high demand migration markets, including right here in Florida. Not a crash, not a surge, just a slower, steadier path. So how does that line up with what we're seeing here locally in Southwest Florida? Let's look at the data. We have new listings at 497 this week. That's down 6.4%, which is a leading indicator of sellers coming on the market. We have sold at 269, which is a lagging indicator. That's up 28% week over week. And then we have pendings, which is a leading indicator for buyers right now. That's at 373, and that's up 3.3% week over week. The median sold price did go up 9.2% this week as well in Lee County. That's at 415,000. Active inventory declined 1.2%. That's down to 9,294 units. That's just single family homes. That does not include townhouses or condos. And then we did finally see the interest rates subside a little bit down to 7.077%, declining about 13 basis points. Pending sales are rising, even with rates ticking up, while inventory isn't flooding the way many expected. Prices aren't crashing, instead they're adjusting and holding relatively steady. I did also want to show everyone this chart, which is the new listings coming on the market for Lee County, specifically single family homes. As you can see, our low for the beginning was right in January of 2025. Then it spiked up going into February. And then since February, really, it's been declining slowly, but we're still reaching lower lows, meaning new listings coming on are still decreasing in Lee County. Now, as we take a Collier County, which is Naples and Marco Island market, new listings are at 151. That's down 18.8% this week. Solds are at 73, up 16.4%. And again, that is a lagging indicator. The leading indicator this week for buyers is pendings at 122. That's up 4.3% week over week. And then we did see a huge 25% decrease, a median sold price. That's down from 1 million from last week to 750,000 this week. Then we have active inventory at 3,614. That's just down 1.3% this week. In Collier County, we're seeing a major reset in pricing at the higher end of the market. That 25% median price drop isn't a panic. It's sellers adjusting to real conditions after a few overheated years. So here's the big picture if you're watching from out of state. No, this isn't a runaway seller's market. No, it's not a free-falling buyer's market either. What we're seeing is a market that's starting to find its footing with smarter pricing, lower pressure, and more serious negotiation opportunities. It's a market that rewards buyers who are prepared, patient, and strategic, not buyers who are waiting for a huge crash that may not come. If you're considering making a move later this year, now's the time to quietly get informed and ready. Not to rush, but to move smartly when the right opportunity lines up. If this video helped you cut through the noise a little, hit that thumbs up. It really helps the channel reach more buyers just like you. And if you want weekly updates like this without the hype or the panic, subscribe to the channel. We break this down every week with real data, real perspective, and real strategy. I hope to see you in the next video, but until then, stay safe, stay positive, and more importantly, stay free.